Let's cook and taste Japan with SavvySensei right out of your own home.
Hi everyone. I'm Keiji Tabe, the CEO of Okonomiyaki Tonpei in Osaka. It's nice to meet you all. Today I'll be showing you all how to make okonomiyaki. I'll be teaching you how to make pork okonomiyaki. Let's get started. Now let me show you the materials needed to grill the okonomiyaki. You'll need a cup like this. This one has a handle to make mixing easy. Be sure to have a spoon ready as well. You'll also need a medium-sized metal spatula for grilling, a metal dustpan-shaped tool for carrying the okonomiyaki, as well as this pot cover. Most competitors don't use this cover, but we use it to make sure the okonomiyaki is fluffy. Now let me show you the ingredients. You'll need 3 grams of oil, 100 grams of cabbage, 100 grams of dough, 1 egg, and 100 grams of pork belly, or approximately 3 slices. You'll also need 5 grams each of red pickled ginger and bits of deep fried dough. Be sure to have 10 grams of scallions, some sauce, and mayo for your okonomiyaki, as well as bonito flakes and green laver for your toppings. Now let's grill. The grill is at the ideal temperature right now. The temperature should be on the higher end of medium heat. The surface of the grill should be at 180 degrees Celsius. Let me show you what that looks like. If you pour water on the grill, you'll see how it evaporates after forming balls. This is the ideal temperature you should be aiming for. Now let's begin grilling. Add 3 grams of oil to the grill. These are the ingredients. Let's mix it. You don't want the egg to be too runny, so you don't overdo it. Mix it lightly. If you overdo it, the egg will be runny and go all over the place, so be quick and light. Now it's time to place our mixture on the grill. Make sure the thickness is even. Then place the strips of pork on top. Start from the center and work your way out. We're very particular about how we place our pork. We make sure that every inch is covered by pork. It's fine if it goes over the edge. In fact, the pork will shrink when it's being grilled. So cover the entire surface with pork. The question everyone asks at this stage is, when are you supposed to flip it over? At this stage, the mixture will slowly sink. It'll be a layer of cabbage and then a mixture of dough. We want to flip it over quickly. There's no exact minute figure. If the mixture has hardened enough that you can scoop it with a spatula, then it's time to flip it over. You can see that it's hardened enough. So we're going to flip it over. We don't want to press the okonomiyaki with a spatula. There is one area that is an exception to this. That is the edges. Use the spatula like this to fold in the edges. Folding the edges inward retains the heat on the inside, ensuring the heat stays inside. It prevents the hot air from escaping the okonomiyaki. Then it's time to place the cover over it. Place the lid over it for 3 minutes. Now that 3 minutes has elapsed, it's time to flip it over again. You can see the inside is becoming fluffier. Measure 3 minutes again. It's been 3 minutes again, so we're going to flip it over one more time. It's still a light brown color, so I'm going to continue grilling it for a little more. 3 more minutes on the timer. Keep the heat consistent, don't change the temperature on the grill. It's been 3 minutes. It's time to flip it over again. Now you can see that the color is dark brown. This is a good color. This side is finished grilling. Now we're going to take the lid off and let any remaining moisture evaporate. At this stage, it's important to not press or hold any part. We've flipped this over several times and folded the edges inward, but avoid pressing down at all costs. Simply fold the edges inward and flip. Aside from those two actions, it's best to just keep your hands off. It's been 3 minutes. Let's flip this over and take a look at the other side. This side looks perfect as well. It's thoroughly cooked. If you calculate the amount for this recipe, it should turn out to be around 380 grams before grilling. If you hold it up, it feels lighter at this stage. If you measure the weight, you'll find that around 100 grams of water has evaporated during the process, so the total weight of this okonomiyaki is around 180 grams. The 100 grams of water that evaporated is the result of cooking slowly, 3 minutes per flip, 4 flips, that's around 12 minutes. That's how the 100 grams of water evaporated. Now let's add some sauce. One other step we're particular about. We're going to apply the sauce, but before that we're going to apply some mayo. Add a nice amount of mayo on top. After you've applied the mayo, it's time to add the sauce. For the sauce, you only need to add a little bit. If you add too much sauce on the okonomiyaki, it'll be wet and mushy, so just add a little. Use the outer edge of the ladle to create a marbled appearance. Add a little sauce to the middle for aesthetic purposes. And you're done. The next step is optional. You can add bonito flakes and green laver on top. This is green laver. Add a lot on top. Now we need to place it on the metal dustpan to bring it over to the customer. Scoop it on like this. Bring it to the customer. And that's how you make okonomiyaki at Tonpei. This is the cross section. You can see it's fluffy on the inside.